Hello everyone, I'm Mandana. In this video, we create a Spark project using Intellij IDEA. For this project, we use a CSV file that is called fakefriend.csv. You can download it from the link that is in the description part of this video, or you can download it from internet. And let's take a look at the file. The file has 4 columns, but only these 2 columns are important for us that we use it in this project. That is name of each person and the age of his friends. And in this project, we want to calculate the average age of each person's friends. For example, let's filter it and select just one of these person. For example, we select Will. Will have several friends, and here with different ages. For calculating the average age of Will's friends, we first sum up the ages, and then we divide it to the number of friends, and the number of friends is 19, so we divide the sum of the ages to 19, and the average age of Will's friends is 39. Now we want to use Apache, Spark, and Scala to calculate the average age of each person's friends. Okay, we close the file, don't save, and let's start our project. We open our IDE. That here we use Intellij IDEA. Okay, new project, and here we choose Scala and SBT. Click next. Here we should determine the Scala version, and for understanding which version that is installing our computer, we use a Spark shell. A Spark shell also shows that the Spark is installed correctly on our computer or not. For installing Apache Spark on Windows, you can refer to the video that is available in this channel. Here we see that the Scala version is 2.12.10. So we choose 2.12.10. It's important. And also the name for the project. We choose Spark FriendsAge and click finish. Now the first step is to configure the built.sbt. SBT is an interactive tool for Scala and Java project for compiling the project. Here in SBT file we have name, the version, and a Scala version that we determined at the beginning of the project. Now we should determine dependencies, that is Apache Spark core and Apache Spark SQL. Here you see that the Spark version that we use in this project is 3.1.2. We determine dependency. I paste it from the clipboard. Also, it is in description. You can easily copy and paste, but be careful about the version. You should write the version that you the Spark version that you use in your computer. Here I use 3.1.2. After you determine the dependencies, that is Spark core and Spark SQL, you save the file, load SVT changes by using this icon or Ctrl+Shift+O. And after it takes time to configure and load changes. Okay, it's finished. Go to the source, main Scala, right click, new, package, and choose a package name. Here I choose com.monbanatech.spark, enter, and then right click, new, Scala class. We choose object and write the name, for example here friends by age, and enter. Now the object is created. Now we import the packages. Import org.apache.spark_, and also import Spark context, apache.spark.spark_, and import log4j. apache.log4j. Okay, now in object we create the main function. Def main, and in the main first we should set the logger dot get logger, and here we define a name and define the level, and here level dot error. Then we create a Spark context. Wow. Sc new Spark context. Master here is local because we use our local computer with all CPU, so star, and also we define the name for application. Here I choose friend by age. hit enter. So a Spark context is created. Now we should read the data from the source file, that is the CSV file. We first copy it to the project folders. It's in SparkFriendsAge. We copy it here. Now we have the file here, the CSV file. So now we should load each line of this file into a dataset. We create a dataset called with the name lines, and load the data using the Spark context. It's a text file, and the path is here, so just write fake friend.csv. Here the data is loaded from the source file into a lines. Lines is a data set in a Spark. The data set is called RDD, that is the resilient distributed data set, that is the collection of elements that partition across the cluster, and RDD is immutable. Now we should convert the data to the format that we want, and only the data that we need, that is name and age. We create another function. The parse line, the input is a string, that is each line of the RDD, and in this we should create first the array of the string from each lines, that is split with comma. Split with comma because it's a CSV file. And also now we need two fields, that here if you see that this is field 0, field 1 and field 2. Field 1 is name and field 2 is age. This is the two fields that we need. So we create a new string called name, and it is fields 1, and we convert it to string, and also new string called age. It's field number 2, and we convert it to the integer. And now what we want from this function is a key value, that is name and age. Age. Now we see here we have a string and integer as the output of this function. Now go back to the main function, and here we create a new RDD and use a parseLine function to create RDD with name and age. So we have lines, that is existing RDD, and we map it to the parseLine function. Okay. What we have here is the key value RDD, that name is the key and age is the value. But we need also the number of each person's friends so that we can calculate the average. So we change a value to value and 1 and create a new RDD. Well, RDD count. It's new RDD that we use the existing RDD and map values, and here we change the existing value, that is x, to the value that is x and 1. So now we have a new RDD that the key is name, because here we did not change the key. Keys exist, we only change the values. And the value is the x, it was the age, and now it's changed to age and 1. So now the RDD is changed to the new RDD. So the new RDD is the tuple of name, age, and 1. What we should now is create a new RDD and total by name, and what we should now is use existing RDD and we sum up the values based on the key. Here we use the reduce by key function so that we reduce these two values that we have, that is x and y, and we change it to the new value. So we sum the first value of each RDD together based on the key. The first value of x plus the first value of y, and then the second value of each one. Now we have the tuple of name, age, and number of friends for each individual. Now we can calculate the average by dividing age to count. So we need create a new RDD, average age by name, and here we use the existing RDD, that is total by name, and map values and change the value x to the first value, that is x1, divided to the second value, that is count and x2. Now we collect the RDD using collect operation. Results is average age by name dot collect, and we can print it, print the results here, or export it to the file what you want for each. Print Okay. Okay, now we go to add configuration, add new configuration, application, and put the name friends by age. We define the Java version and also SparkFriendsAge module, and also here we choose a class and apply and okay. Now we run it. And here you can see the results. If you remember, we calculate for a bill. That was 39. Here we see the result for that shows the average age of each person's friends. Thank you for watching.